I can't believe our amazing day is here. We've talked about it for years, and finally it's happening. I knew from our first date to New York that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. You are the reason I want to work hard. You're the reason I went to law school, and without you, I wouldn't have been able to finish. You support me through school, you spoil me after school, supported me through the bar and dropped your job to move to Charlotte with me. I will forever be grateful for your love. I vow to always love you, no matter what, to always make you laugh when you're upset, and to make sure you know how much I love you. Most importantly, I vow to give you an amazing life, filled with love, laughter, multiple dogs, and one day amazing children. I love you more and more every day. I'm so excited to spend eternity with you, my best friend, my soul. Here's to a million years together.
Chris, to be honest, in the beginning, it actually really used to bother me that neither one of us remembered the first time that we met. I know it was sometime in 2010 at the Arnett's house, but we both know we didn't have that love at first sight moment. Fast forward 6 years to one day in May of 2016. I'm not exaggerating when I say I can remember the exact moment I realized I loved you and all the feelings that came along with falling in love with you. I promise to always remember that, remind you, and cherish that memory and those feelings forever. I remember the first time that I replied to one of your I love yous with, and I love you more. You were appalled. I even said it. You said, why would you even say something like that? No way, I love you more. But I want to redefine that, and I found a quote that explains exactly what I mean when I say I love you more from now on. When I say I love you more, I don't mean I love you more than you love me. I mean I love you more than the bad days ahead of us. I love you more than any fight we'll ever have. I love you more than any distance between us. I love you more than any obstacle that could try and come between us. I love you most. We can't promise each other to be perfect, but I can vow to remember this quote, and in the moments when things aren't perfect, I love you always.
If you hold on to me, I will hold on to you. Let the top swing, let the years pass through. If you hold on to me, I will hold on to you. Oh, let the top swing, let the years pass through.
Friends, new and old, loving family of the bride and groom, we welcome and thank you for being a part of this important occasion. We're gathered together on this day to witness and celebrate the marriage of Christopher and Deanna, Chris and Dee. Every one of us has a deep desire to love and be loved. Your marriage today is an affirmation of the love you two share for one another, and the lifelong commitment you're making today is that love manifested through a promise to stand by one another for the rest of your lives. Marriage means many things, and it will make you many things. It'll make you the obvious things, a husband, a wife, but it'll make you a best friend, a dog dad, a sous chef and a drinking buddy, and maybe one day, a mother and a father. What you get out of your marriage is truly up to the both of you. And the real beauty of marriage is not what happens today, but what happens next. Chris and I have been friends since kindergarten, and most of my best memories growing up are with this guy at my side. If I could use one word to describe Chris, it would be loyal. He's been a great friend for almost 25 years, and I know he'll be a loyal and loving partner to Deanna for the rest of their days. Deanna and I met at the Marine Academy of Science and Technology. Deanna became my first friend at Mast, when in freshman year she saved me from a bully in algebra class. And we've been great friends ever since. We had an amazing 4 years on Sandy Hook, growing close thanks to our shared love of the ocean, birds, and wildlife. And when Deanna got a job as a park ranger on Sandy Hook, it seemed like her life's calling. And when she left that job to move to North Carolina with Chris so he could pursue his legal career, you could tell her commitment to their partnership was even deeper than her love for the beaches of New Jersey. If I could use one word to describe Deanna, it would be brave. She's not afraid to say what's on her mind, and she doesn't back down from following her dreams. I know she'll be a great partner, and one day, a classic Italian mother. When you see Chris and Deanna together, you see what I saw all of those years growing up. Two of the best friends anyone could ask for. Two loyal partners, two brave and loving individuals. Deanna and Chris, you're both truly perfect for each other, and I'm lucky to be able to call you both my best friends.
Chris, We've heard a lot lately that our lives together start today, that our journey starts today. Well, I think it's the start to another amazing chapter for us. You and I both know it's not the start of our journey. Our journey actually started at the Arnett's house about 13 years ago without either one of us even realizing it. It started in the 1999 Crown Victoria. It started on a ferry ride to Manhattan. It started when I learned your name was Chris and not Graham. Years into knowing you and months into dating you. It started when we moved out of our parents' houses and basements into our own place in North Carolina. It started when you surprised me and got down on one knee and asked me to spend the rest of our lives together. Thank you for choosing me today and every day for the past 7 years. I promise to always choose you back for the rest of our lives. I love you and I like you. And I look forward to the life's journey with you by my side.
D. Before I ever met you, I heard the name D. It was a name frequently thrown around the Arnett house. For years, I'd heard about D. In fact, before we even knew each other, Mrs. Arnett would insist we would make a great couple. We saw each other in passing a few times between high school and college, but never spent any time together. Finally, one day in the summer after college, I got a text. It was a text in a group chat with a bunch of other people in it, and I was the only one who answered. And I said, "Sure, I'd love to hang out with you, D." And since I was the only one around, I really couldn't have been luckier, because since that day we've hung out, we've truly been inseparable. Deanna, you're the most amazing person I know. Beautiful, smart, stubborn, compassionate, but most important of all, supportive. You moved from New Jersey to North Carolina without a second thought, and your support is what I love the most about you, because it always let me know how much you truly love me. Deanna, I promise to always love you, to always make you laugh when you're sad, to make you smile when you're mad, and to always support you when life gets crazy. I promise to never push, but encourage you to accomplish your goals, and I promise to always make sure you're safe and secure. But what I promise the most is happiness, for you to be happy every day and enjoy life to the fullest. I love you so much, dude.
Chris and Deanna will now perform a unity ceremony by combining sand from their two favorite beaches. Deanna's being sand from Sandy Hook, New Jersey, where she spent her high school days and several summers working for the National Park Service. Chris's sand is from Little Monmouth Beach Club in New Jersey, where he spent his summers growing up, making friends and spending time with family. The combining of the sand symbolizes the joining of the individuals, many parts that make up two separate wholes, now joining to become one. Chris, do you take Deanna Gambino to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do you part?
I do.
Deanna, do you take Christopher Wallace Graham to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better and for worse, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do you part?
I do.
Chris and Deanna, in front of friends and family, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
On behalf of Tiffany, Joe, Karen, and myself, I want to thank you for coming. While John and Jen, my other kids, gave me plenty of ammunition over the years, Dee's been perfect. I mean, Dee had a perfect birth. She's a perfect kid, perfect grades in school. I mean, everything was perfect. So Chris has been hanging out at my house since he was about 15. And I remember saying to Karen, who's this ginger kid hanging out at my house? Who's this Irish kid that thinks he's Italian? Welcome to the family. It's great to have you. You know I love you, right? And cheers, everyone, and thanks for coming.
Growing up with Chris, we had more than a few good times, but when I think back, the stuff that always comes to mind were all the important lessons and the virtues that this guy bestowed upon me. He's my big brother. I could truly say at this point, he's my best friend. But there's nothing that makes me more proud than to be standing up here on his wedding day as his best man. Dee is caring, Dee is thoughtful, she's extremely selfless, and even more generous. She's a true representation of Chris's better half. It's safe to say I love this girl. I'm so happy she's a part of our family, and I'm truly grateful that she said yes. So again, let's raise a toast. Cheers.
I know we've seen better days. Life is just a game we play. You hold tight to the world you know. the sunshine. Come and see what it feels like. Higher, higher than we climb. I know somewhere that you and we could stay wild, wild. We could stay wild, wild. We could stay wild. We could stay wild. Wake up, don't miss your chance. Take off, get lost again. Young enough to change our luck. Laugh it off when times get tough. Follow me to the sunshine. Come and see what it feels like. Higher, higher than we climb. I know somewhere that you and we could stay wild, wild. We could stay wild, wild. We could stay wild. We could stay away we go, away we go. Don't think twice. Away we go, away we go. No, don't think twice. Follow me to the sunshine. Come and see what it feels like. Higher, higher that we climb. I know somewhere that you and we could stay wild, wild. We could stay wild, wild. We could stay wild. We could stay away we go, away we go. Don't think twice. Away we go, away we go. No, don't think twice. Follow me to the sunshine. Come and see what it feels like. Higher, higher that we climb. I know somewhere that you and